Glad to see you. Hold your horses. Actually, you've come. Call it the assembly. Sigismund singing and tell the. I want to know what Sigismund. You want to spy? Forget it. Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? All right, Mole. If I get you into the council, and that will be the. And how about a few... Are you trying to annoy me? I'll get you into... You can get into the council assembly. He's roughly around your age, although not everyone would want... Who's the... Franta's his name. Franta Cool. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission. Otherwise... What will I... Fast feet and good manner. Do you think you can serve the king in a tall... Well, no. Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made... Where can... Is that it? That... What would you... I'll be just...
At your service, sir.
A fine day for some fine wear. Come and take your pick. Come and take your pick. New wares.
Come and take your pick.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm...
Nothing to your life. What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
What can you do? Maybe next time then, sir.
Don't be shy. Come close. You've got to take a look. Quality goods here. Greetings, sir.
What do you need?
Show me...
Maybe... Next time then, sir.
Muslin, Barchet, the strongest Barchet from Kasho.
All right. Take care then.
May God grant you good health.
I'm sorry.
Best wares on the market. Come and take a look. Come and...
Careful. Iron
Have a
tools.
ball as
Tools
well.
in.
Sound as the
take your pick. New wares.
New wares.
Shoes! Shoes here! Shoe repair!
What would you like?
I hear one Franta cooldown.
You're too late. Franta already...
Oslan! Barchet!
Let's
Strongest Barchet from
Fine
Castle.
wares here. The finest five wares. Thin bowls, strong pots.
I'm sorry.
Help out of stuff.
Also, dann mal los. There's no end to this work. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Are you going to do what we talked about?
Ich glaube nicht.
Greetings. What?
You must be Franta.
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am.
Was für ein
Supposing I took the job on for you.
Look here. It's not them councillors stuffing their faces and... Why would you want to...
I want to see the...
Why's that?
I heard a lot about...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. The more I think about it, to begin with. Look here.
Of course.
All right. Show the confirmation to the head butler.
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. Here it is. The main thing...
Thanks.
You better not. See you soon, my friend.
come and take a look. Quality good.
Franta cooldown sent me.
Franta's not...
He got pulled. He's writhing in agony.
Oh, we can't be without a waiter here. So, have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure.
You've got a weight, a tunic. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber. You don't want to be dragging a load. Everything has... Do you know what you're due for an inexperienced green?
Well, I'll have...
I should certainly... Now listen. A good... In short, behaviour... But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. White Tokaid or red monastery wine.
White or red by the door to...
But for Councillor Adam of Zargitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So that we can't allow that.
All right.
Sir, and if the king himself wants wine, you...
To stay in...
Correct. The councillors have... And in general, a good...
Oh?
Well, yes. But understood?
Absolutely.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, but you'll manage it.
I know everything.
Excellent. Put away your thing.
There are the pictures of wine.
Unversüchlich.
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any räuber in the domain?
Boy,
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
Thank you, waiter.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is
waiter.
that you're stopping
Pour me
heads.
some monastery
Do not
wine.
realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil
I
is
apologize,
running
sir.
free. There are
Which wine?
Raubricker everywhere in the region.
Monastery
We have the
Red.
army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Monastery wine.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris.
Monastery
But
wine.
where can we
Here.
get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property
That's
of
not
the
a good
king's
idea, sir.
enemies.
This is
Nicht wahr?
unbelievable.
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware
and
of
a
it
full
as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the
apologize,
arming
sir.
of the city's militia
Which
as
wine?
preparation for
Tokai,
war.
white.
Are
So
you
deaf,
suggest
sir?
we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak
I didn't
havoc
order that.
all around?
I wanted white.
We can always ask the king to bring order to the
I
world
apologize,
with his
sir.
army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
I fancy some Tokai. Refill, boy.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should
Sorry,
be.
sir.
The current baths in the
Orders from
city
above.
fall far
This is
short of covering
unbelievable.
all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome.
A word.
But a woman named Betty has showed up on Hopbrink. I want to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a protege of Maresh.
Is everything all
Her
right?
efforts are
No,
commendable,
but there's
I don't
nothing you
think
can
she'll
do about it.
succeed.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a... She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find...
Use your eyes and come right.
You know what?
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths. Unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how
Whose silver
is a
might
waste
this
of
be?
time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the...
So, did you...
I did.
Not so loud. And now go back to your job.
A trifle. Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen,
Let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Waiter, pour me red wine.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything...
Monastery wine.
My
Here.
ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard?
Well,
besides,
thank the Lord.
if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Boy,
I don't think
I'd like
Rutard
some
will
white.
cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Are they only just pressing the grapes for the Tokai?
God knows what he wants to tell us.
Thank you,
If
waiter.
nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I
Hey,
suspect
boy,
the
a full
gentlemen
cup
from the
of
city
monastery
sword fighting
wine.
school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight.
Don't hang around me.
And to
Vanish,
accuse
you hear me?
Swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
As you wish.
We're not some old
Sir
fishwives on the marketplace.
Go.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the
Come here
bailiff.
for a moment.
And that's that. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open
Everything in
contempt of
order?
the whole
Not
town
quite.
garrison.
But I
The
think you might
guards
be
are
able to
apparently
help me.
setting a cap-
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk.
So what if they have one more reason?
I really...
A fine servant.
The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
Get me white.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah,
I'm sorry,
out
sir.
with it. We'll never
Orders
get
from
anywhere
above.
like this.
This is
Try harder.
unbelievable.
Otherwise I'll soon give
Since
myself
there is
away.
the eternal dispute over the cathedrals, the building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the
I'll have a
experts
cup
from
of
far
white.
off supposed to work in a
nice
city under
big one.
siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something
I
other than the
apologize, sir.
welfare of the city
Which
behind
one?
your complaints.
Tokai!
Oh, you
White!
do you?
Are you deaf?
And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space
sir.
in the side nave is mine.
When hell freezes over, my friend,
You,
your place
lad.
is at least 2 steps
Look
behind
familiar
mine.
to
A
me.
swordsmith dares
you
to
met?
insult me? Ha!
I really
I
couldn't
think
say,
not.
sir.
Excuse me?
I
You
have
wanted
a
to buy
feeling
yourself an
I've
altar
spoken
in
with
the
you before,
cathedral,
too.
just like you bought
Or
yourself
with
a seat in
someone
this
who looks
council.
a hell of a
How
lot
dare
like
you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrink.
Tokai!
Ne'er-do-wells.
And a full cup.
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, This is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
So?
Good. Now run along.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Küçek Ösü. Elegiop Katonaikat.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more...
I'd rather be at one.
unpleasant memories?
You have no idea.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser, and you saved my neck and Henry.
None of that.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of...
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my... We've had bandits, nobles, burgers...
Wait a moment.
Yeah. He came with a... Maybe you should go and welcome some of them.
I wouldn't. Who's that friend?
The great Baron Brabant. He's got more fairy tales than...
Can he be trusted?
He's a black. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hard...
But I suppose I'll have to...
Indeed you...
Oh, don't start with that.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanno.
Noble house. All he can command is a band
Mein
of
Gott.
mangy bandits.
Wo liegt das Problem?
Jobst is right. We must grit our teeth and wait for Sigismund to run out of money.
That's how it'll end eventually.
I'm glad you finally accepted my invitation.
God bless. Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin.
Baron Vauquelin I am a warrior, a traveler.
My word.
Mais non!
It's a... How did you end...
Ah, c'est du... And only lost it...
That needs...
Oh, misère.
You...
Ah, this Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen... Do tell me about it.
My last big battle.
I've heard of this...
Aye. And it was there...
Then, what are you...
Ah. You say...
Jamais, I think...
Where have you...
But of course, if you are interested...
And you would...
Which one?
How come...
I am operate. My great benefit is my... There, everyone knows...
I've got a hankering for her.
When you get a taste of my wine, maybe you'll sing too.
I have it on there.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek.
I'd like to check your horses out.
Pa, even better.
And you might not believe your eyes.
Well, we have...
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my...
I want to have a word with old...
Well, I'm having a word...
I apologize
for interrupting our conversation.
Is that your...
Unfortunately.
We'll talk later and in private.
Don't try.
Why so strict?
20 years ago, he was not... I got him a place at the art, only it wasn't long. And then, I find out that he took his boozing and whore...
Try saying it again a little louder.
You have the impertinence to show me your...
You're exact...
Me? Exaggerate? Your horse wandering...
Oh, actually, but maybe you ought to try it yourself some... I can't dishonor someone...
That's enough!
Christopher...
You won't get away with those insults.
I'm not happy. This isn't how I imagined...
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back! You want to try me?
What's wrong with your legs? Swing with your whole arm, not
told you
just
that?
your wrist. Stand firm. Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse.
Come on, then!
Arm lower.
Ooh, not bad for a priest. That! Show your stuff!
On the right side. You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through.
Sacre! You're fast.
Smile, you fuck, while you've still got teeth. Look in my eyes, not at my sword.
Hey, who told you that? Show your stuff. Enough. That will do. My God, Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boot.
I was in a war, and you ought to know yourself.
Aye.
So Father, only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was.
Not at all. When I was 6 years old, he wouldn't talk to me.
The first time he took me hunting. I always wondered.
Look, I really did fuck, but now...
And that's...
I've got to...
Aren't we all?
Maybe everyone's sane.
Actually, I don't think you should even...
What else can...
I'll talk to him.
All right. It's...
Only no one's going to pay for one.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are...
I expect Alder's not...
You got that right.
Leave out.
I don't know how to...
You can drag me to a tavern.
Godwin, we didn't have much time for conversation.
With pleasure, sir. What are you...
Well, but all down as long as we proceed without
Where did...
Haven't you heard? No one even imagined Divish would... Godwin.
Well, it could... I couldn't help but...
To put it mildly. Although, if they didn't pull each other...
Wise words. Still...
You know, I am.
May God... May I have...
You? And unlike this...
Young Lord...
He got a harsh lesson, but if not...
Do you think there's room...
I since...
What are you...
Are you testing me?
To turn up some.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And therefore, and I think...
But soon...
Ally...
Sir,
Nor I, until now.
used to be.
And I used until the king did.
Are you go...
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true. But if our rebellion were to come face to face with...
Do you think...
I doubt it. And he knows that his... More than... So I...
Sir...
Even...
And now, look...
There's no...
It was...
Likewise.
Likes of you and Hennick, the dry devil.
Now you
How'd you get rid of the side,
see? Sir Butcher,
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips, and Yob's cup.
On the contrary.
Does that improvement in...
A few thousand only an...
You've got my attention.
How can...
I need guarantees.
Of course.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss. I have a lot of property, lots of I can't risk...
So you need guarantees?
My guarantee, if I succeeded in marrying her off to another...
Maybe it's enough to find a suit...
Perhaps someone of suitable standing, who Yitka would also...
I believe Licht...
And an uncertain party. Besides...
How about...
He's a young...
What's wrong with him? And he'll give up.
And to half the... On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa may be...
I'll convince...
I don't care what the young... If he agrees...
Pushing up.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
God, what's taking so long?
So much to do.
Sir Butcher, you...
So, Hanush...
Indeed.
Then I will...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers!
Here's...
I'll have some wine.
God bless.
God be with you, friend.
That sounds unpleasant.
What did the apothecary say?
He gave me some ointment and a tincture.
With you.
Aye. I'd love to take her for a ride.
God. bloated again. You've no business here. Greetings. I just need to get... You know what? And what not as... That's it. Go now. I've got those papers.
Quiet!
Lady, well, here they are. You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you.
Yes, quite.
How could I...
And to the...
Gentlemen, I think we can...
Is this... Like I said, tell me.
I bring nothing from the House of Uterin.
Both of...
This...
And we'll set out immediately.
He's marrying the young Lord of Bergstein.
I sure did. Vodka made sure everyone heard.
When those two girls came, why carrying that...
I'd like to drink so... Touching. Come now.
I never had... Not a...
In that fuck... Well...
His...
I had my... And left the red...
You can bet
I don't...
Filled with grief, the roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten. Among the girls, what a piglet!
Hunger, poverty, and plague, it's too much for a man to take. Even men of faith are cowering, faced by evil overpowering.
You'll be fine. You're right. I don't know about you, but I can barely stand. And to stand over that ditch, we just fall in.
A while ago.
With cavalry, break through their lines and capture.
How'd you like her what?
The art of what? Recipes are I might even the king him.
I
best this wine.
Baron Vaco.
Not a bad one, but it's more suited to the ride of the woods or a hunt.
Having a good time?
It's a fucking...
Well, what are you missing? Well, let's have a game.
For coin.
Playing...
Mate.
And what might...
Let's keep it...
What the...
You...
Greetings.
Greetings, you friend.
But you know my answer. I appreciate your friendship.
How come you're still here, sir?
All hail your... But you know, I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going. I'm too old.
Did you at...
Nothing to discuss. It's the pride of our
I'd bet my right arm...
What? In rap?
Deal with him yourself.
Looking at him closely, I reckon rough. There are a few of those around my mind, too. What kind of name is it's pronounced.
It's pronounced as a name. And we're not talking about a horse, but a cock.
You farmyard beast!
First army that crossed his path. He would never have made it all the way here.
But this won't be just any army.
I spent half the day scrubbing that floor. Jesus wept.
Didn't end up like that poor son over there. I'm filled with grief. Calling up, begging to be with a brown eye. I couldn't do it either.
For beggars. I'd rather eat well.
Baron Vaco. Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
and visiting the barley wenches.
Like I said, I think Bocek will find the whole affair quite sobering. Poor bride, too.
Perhaps we're being harsh. Maybe it'll be a happy marriage. The lad might have picked up a thing or two at the baths.
Court here. Nobody knows.
Over there.
I'm filled with grief so far. They'll be fine. You're right. I don't know about you, but
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
So you keep saying.
When it comes to it. All right. Sorry. When those two go.
Everybody likes a drop of white.
Now there's a piece of horseman.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
The surrounding Christopher. He can't make it.
Hey, that one's hot.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
You got him! You're mine! I'll slice you up!
It's not one step back!
Stand your ground! Come and help me with this bastard!
Yeah! Don't scare him!
Cover your head, damn it!
Him on the head! You won't be able to take another one!
What are you waiting
Take that, scum! Useless! You won't be able to take another one like that! To hell with you, you scum!
That's right! Climb those horses out!
Bash him on the...
Whoa, whoa.
Now I'll show you. Wanker!
Take that fucker out! Damn it!
Kill him!
Get ready to leave this life.
You got him!
He's had it. John, right up to him. But you're almost dead.
You'll pay for that. That won't work on me. Nice. Right.
Is that what you call fighting like a man?
You got it. Thank you, God.
That was a little too close to my eyes to see.
Godwin.
How did you get... Damn. I can't...
Is everyone alright?
Well, some... They captured Oder and punched that Androtard. And they wanted to slay the rest.
What about my father?
They left with Yobs long before, but
Where did they go?
they've got to raise an army for them.
So we have a plan to counter...
But, as you can see... Oh, go on. Be so kind.
What happened?
My younger brother. You've known him for half a day.
Shut up!
But leave him be.
You'll have a chance to get...
And who will that help? Christopher?
But as...
Well, he's the one who ordered opening the...
Old grievances aside, Odorin is...
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Bot will have to wait for the other side's move.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but...
You knew you...
Markvarp and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of...
But he sees what Von Bear...
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner die? Who else has to die before we...
Tell us about it.
Well, not...
Fuck you, Jan.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding...
Well, are you surprised?
Is there anything...
Definitely not. We'll treat the wounded, then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait...
If I survive the jump...
The king announced one more thing at the council. That is...
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his...
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies.
What do you mean by we? Maybe Samuel.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should...
Anyway,
Give me a moment. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know. I'll be with... Well...
Bloodbath. They're not people. They're animals.
Animals my arse.
Good to see...
Oh, come on. They could well, if it hadn't been for you, Henry.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that.
Well, young Odorin, Anna of Volstein, and they captured... Without them, we can hardly get the...
We can't give up now.
Exactly. This is... You're right. Nevertheless...
Actually, at Sigismund's council...
Gods, we need to get back to the... I'm going with you. Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you... Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get...
But I still insist.
Sam, I need...
Just tell him.
What did you talk...
We talked about...
Why?
It's true. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? Well...
What?
Yes.
Why are you even...
I thought you would want to know. You know... But now that I know...
I can tell you about him if you... This is not the end. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the...
The king?
He's no king to me.
What's a...
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. And all that...
This is what we were. We need to get back in. Will you come with us?
I'll come.
Very well.